Have you ever been part of a failing project? Well, if you have, you're not alone. 75% of all projects do not live up to expectations. And this is really a global story of project management failure and madness. 75% is way too high a number and we need to do something about it. First, let me tell you about the Pareto rule. It states that 20% of the inputs provide 80% of the outputs. So for example, 20% of the customers or suppliers to a company will typically provide 80% of the value. Now this rule can also be applied to project management and the reasons for project management failure. In research after research and study after study, it's shown that there are three major reasons for project failure. The first one is unclear objectives. We didn't know where we were going or what we wanted to achieve with the project. The second one is poor practices with regards to stakeholders and communications with the stakeholders. And the third one is poor practices with regards to planning and a lack of resources. Now, if we know this, can't we do something about it? Yes, of course we can and we should. But first, let's look into the root causes of this story here. And there's really three major bad guys or villains. And the first one is the silo structure. Because projects run across silos, but the focus is typically on the individual silo. You'll have too many projects in each silo, overutilizing the resources. The second bad guy or villain is the short-term focus that we see in many organizations and the stop and go that this leads to, and the shifting focus. And the third one is poor project management knowledge and skills. Now enter two heroes that can really bash these bad guys into oblivion and create a global success story and significantly improve project delivery in your organization. And the first one is a simple one-pager with some objectives, key risks, key stakeholders, key steps that needs to be taken, some financials, and then taking the one-pagers of all the key projects and evaluating them based on ease of implementation and the money they can give. Doing it chronologically, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, having it approved by executive management and published internally. It's a simple hero that can make a huge difference. And the second hero, and this is a hero that's close to my heart, is project management training. And for me, project management is really about understanding the as is, where are we, what are the facts, the to be, where do we want to go, what does success look like, the major steps to get there, identifying barriers in the form of risks and stakeholders, for example, finding out how to crush through them or going around the barriers, and then using what I call the project management compass and the project management toolbox. And in this toolbox, we again focus in on the 20% of the tools that provide 80% of the value. I can give you as little as 3 hours training up to 2 days training to significantly improve project delivery in your organization based on this Pareto principle. My name is Patrick Johnson Sundbom. I got more than 10 years of project management experience, both in the business and in IT. And I have a project management professional PMI certification, a Prince 2 foundation, practitioner in Agile. And I would love to come out to your organization to significantly improve project delivery.